Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
7 yards, the pickup there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 16 yards, a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads, and you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Gordon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down.
shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 27. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll set up to throw. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Wentz. His ball complete to Rager. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
The tackle made.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 1st touchdown of the new season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Broncos 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
That one goes for 36 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Is good.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
A gain of a yard.
And now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, third and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Throwing his Wentz into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. They go back to Gordon here on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll go with a keeper, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He'll fire it. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
And that makes it 14-10. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 30 on second down, Wentz, he'll fire it deep for Rager. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
2 yards on the pickup.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Taken down at the 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Broncos have retaken the lead. McManus now for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, so they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
On the counter now is Sanders. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That's good.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
10 at the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Shotgun now for Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
That's another.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone. Wentz. This is caught. Watkins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game from the offensive line. Because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos 17.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Broncos 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Another run by Lindsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Sanders, the ball.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And what would the dime look that time on defense? Just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything counts trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 on time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
For first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Lindsey on the carry.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He was brought down by...
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Eagles' 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Eagles, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Denver, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power. Hey, look at my dogs on me. Claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. Being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat groceries. How did the little go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need right here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?